On August 12, 1892, in the small town of Shiali in Tanjore district of Tamil Nadu, a boy named Shiali Ramamrita Ranganathan was born to Ramamrita Ayar and Sethalakshmi. His upbringing was simple, but the seeds of greatness were planted early. His formal education began in 1897 with the Aksharabhyasam ceremony on Vijayadasami Day, after which he was admitted to school in Shiali under the care of his relative Subba Ayar, a kind school teacher. Two teachers are Antharama Ayar and Tiruvankatacharyar profoundly influenced his young mind, filling him with moral strength, discipline, and a love of learning through the teachings of the Shaivaite Nayanars and Vaishnavaite Alwars. As a child, Ranganathan struggled with anemia, piles, and a stammer, but he never let adversity stop him. He excelled in his studies, passing his matriculation in 1909 in first class. At Madras Christian College, under the scholarly influence of P.A. Subramanya Iyer, a follower of Sri Aurobindo, he learned discipline, philosophy, and the pursuit of higher ideals. He graduated with a B.A. in mathematics in 1913 and went on to complete his M.A. in mathematics in 1916 at Presidency College, Madras. In 1917, he achieved a teaching license, realizing his childhood dream to teach mathematics. Ranganathan began his professional life as a mathematician. His lifelong goal was to teach the subject he loved, and he served as a lecturer in mathematics at colleges in Mangalore, Coimbatore, and Madras. He published scholarly papers, mainly on the history of mathematics, but his effectiveness as a teacher was challenged by his persistent stammer, which he gradually overcame later in his career. In 1923, his life changed direction. The University of Madras created the post of University Librarian. Of the 900 applicants, Ranganathan was selected. Despite having no formal library training, his only reading on the subject was an article from Encyclopedia Britannica. Initially, he found library work monotonous and contemplated resigning. To help him adapt, the university arranged for him to study in England. In 1925, he joined University College, London, where he formally studied library science and toured British libraries. There, he discovered that the systems of cataloging and classification were highly unscientific, and his mathematical mind quickly saw solutions. With this conviction, he embraced librarianship wholeheartedly and returned to Madras University later that year, never looking back. At Madras University, where he served until 1944, Ranganathan laid the foundation of modern library science in India. In 1931, he published his epic-making 5 Laws of Library Science. Books are for use. Every reader his book, every book its reader. Save the time of the reader, and the library is a growing organism. These principles revolutionized librarianship by showing that libraries were meant for people, not merely as storage places for books. He built further on these ideas by creating the colon classification system around 1933, which used facets to arrange knowledge scientifically. He also authored the Classified Catalog Code in 1934, proposing a powerful system that combined dictionary and classified entries, and invented chain indexing to make subject access systematic and comprehensive. After his tenure in Madras, he went on to serve as librarian and professor at Banaras Hindu University from 1945 to 1947, then as professor of library science at Delhi University from 1947 to 1954, from 1954 to 1957. He worked in Zurich, engaged in deep research and writing, and later served as visiting professor at Vikram University in Ujjain until 1959. In 1962, he founded the Documentation Research and Training Center in Bangalore, which became a pioneering institution in library and information science. Recognizing his unmatched contributions, The government of India appointed him National Research Professor in Library Science in 1965. Ranganathan was also internationally recognized. In 1948, at the UNESCO and IFLA-sponsored International Summer School in England, he linked his 5 laws of library science to Indian classical traditions, winning admiration for connecting ancient philosophy to modern librarianship. In 1956, he participated in the 2020 IFLA session, and in 1957, he delivered the opening address at the Dorking Conference in England, influencing international scholarship on classification and information retrieval. Honors flowed his way in recognition of his genius. In 1935, the government of India awarded him the title Rao Sahib. In 1948, the University of Delhi awarded him the Honorary Doctor of Letters, D. Lit. And in 1957, he received the prestigious Padma Shri for his invaluable contributions to library science. In 1964, he was awarded another honorary D. Lit. by the University of Pittsburgh. Later, in 1970, the American Library Association honored him with the Margaret Mann Citation in Cataloging and Classification. After his death, the International Federation for Information and Documentation established the biennial Ranganathan Award in 1976, celebrating excellence in classification science. Alongside his teaching, administration, and reforms, Ranganathan was a prolific writer. He authored over 60 books, blending mathematics, logic, philosophy, and librarianship into a coherent whole. His major works include Library Administration, 1935, Prolegomena to Library Classification, 1937, Reference Service, 1944, Library Book Selection, 1952, Free Book Service for All, 1960, Ramanujan, The Man and the Mathematician, 1967, and his autobiography, A Librarian Looks Back, 1967. These writings shaped both theoretical and practical aspects of library science worldwide. In his personal life, Ranganathan married Rukmini, who sadly passed away in 1928. In 1929, he married Sarada, who became a lifelong companion and source of quiet strength. Despite sorrow and personal challenges, he remained devoted to the cause of knowledge and libraries. Dr. S. R. Ranganathan passed away in 1972, but his influence lives on. His 5 laws remain the philosophical compass of libraries everywhere, while his colon classification and facet analysis underpin the structure of modern information systems, even in today's digital age. From a boy in Shiali, who only wanted to be a mathematics teacher, he grew into a scholar whose ideas transformed libraries across India and the world. He turned libraries from book warehouses into service institutions dedicated to readers, showing that libraries are not dead collections but growing organisms at the heart of human progress.